What is up, RotoGrinders? Once again, we're doing one of these combination platters. It's not exactly Grinders Live. It's not exactly crunch time. There are 5 basketball games going down, 4 on FanDuel, 4 on DK. We're on kind of a strange time. There was no perfect time for this because the DK slate is not, they're ignoring Houston and Brooklyn. Houston and Brooklyn tips off in 27 minutes on FanDuel. FanDuel is leaving off their last game, which they basically never do. They're leaving off Utah and the Clippers, making 2 distinctly different slates because Utah has 9 bodies. 9 bodies. They're in full-on tank mode. Did Indiana just score?
Touchdown, Tutty.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. All right. Indiana's rolling on Bama. I didn't mean to do that pun, but it just sort of worked out that way. All of us, independent, as far as I know at least, happened to bet Indiana today. So let's go Hoosiers. Is Hoosiers Hang Banners hanging out in chat today? And if he is, shout out to him and shout out to Indiana. All right, yeah. So the Jazz have just there you go. There he is in chat. All right, we're all with you today. We're all
Hoosiers Hang Banners is hanging out with this nonsense as opposed to watching his Hoosiers in a playoff game. He might have to get the Hoosiers taken out of his title.
Oh, he's got the volume down. He's just a fan of the DFS. He likes the show.
Watch the game. Enjoy the game. This is we're just doing nonsense.
This isn't nonsense.
He should be out there streak. He should be streaking his neighbors right now with the
finals. If you streak in then what do? You can't peak in the what is it? The semis, the quarters. Where are we at right now? This is the quarters. You can't streak just yet. You got to save streaking, and that's how you close. I think.
Any opportunity, whenever you can get it, you got to do it.
Well, I mean, the Indiana Hoosiers are always in this spot, right?
Yeah.
Never, basically. Not since Antoine Randall. Even those teams weren't very good, I don't think. But, yeah, we're all rooting for Indiana today. As I was saying, the Jazz, Jazz do not care to win today. The Clippers are suddenly hot. They're on fire. They're, 15-point favorites. Jazz are down to 9 because they rolled out Markkanen and they rolled out George. So, and those guys not on the FanDuel slate. And, that's why tricky time. In theory, we're going to end around 6:25, 6:35 in that window. On the East Coast, depending upon how many questions you're throwing our way. Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope y'all had a good time last night and safe and all that good stuff. Any resolutions, Chop? This is Chop. You guys know Chop and Kirkwood, 2 of the best in the business. I did not officially introduce them, but they are here. Is Chop a big New Year's resolution guy? Any resolutions you want to share with the people?
I don't need New Year's to resolute anything. I think, whatever. Just do it when it's necessary. I definitely have some things I do want to do better this year, though, Dean. I do think I need to cut back on all the sugar. The sugar's killing the peoples out there. It's giving everybody the diabetes and there's things like that. So I'm gonna cut back on the sugar and exercise a little more strength training, as opposed to just getting out there and walking and stuff like that. Let's get some strength training going and lots of good stuff, Dean. But I don't need I don't need the New Year's to resolute, man. Just
Can I ask a question? Do you do you have high blood sugar?
Do I have high blood sugar?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I have high blood sugar. That's my resolution too as well about sugar, but I got high blood sugar. Anyways.
Our guy Broccoli in chat said shoveled this morning, 16 degrees for 20 minutes with no shirt on again this morning. Chop just for you. It's an homage to Chop. It's like when the football players come out, when it's like 0 degrees in Green Bay without a shirt. I don't see does that intimidating anybody? I don't really get that, but you could just wear a shirt if you want, Broccoli, but yeah.
How do they do that, Dean?
I don't know.
I walk the dog in like 40-degree weather with a jacket on, and I'm like, damn.
I could do it.
My hands are cold, man. You can put your mind to it, but why? I don't know how they do it with snow hitting them and 0-degree weather.
Well, you're Texas and I'm Florida. Like Kirkwood can do it because he's raised that way, I suppose. Right? Kirkwood says he can do it.
Absolutely, we've been shirtless in the snow all the time. With raised like that. Mama always said, "You don't need a shirt out in the snow. You don't need a shirt." And so
Did Mama let
I
you
also
go-
jump. I jump in the water when it's peak winter in the ocean.
You got those
know?
cold. What do they call the cold baths? The cool. Got it. The freezing baths.
Not cold enough for me.
I'm not using the right term, but it's kind of a thing. It's a trend these days where people just.
I know you're talking about the ice bath.
Yeah. I think Noto was talking about it once. I think
DraftKings is always trying to get us to buy one on for their gifts or whatever for the Onyx gifts.
Yeah. Noto was talking. I think that's what he ordered. Ice plunge, I think is the official
ice
term.
plunge. Yeah.
Thank you for that in chat. The polar plunge is another thing people do, like jumping in the ocean when it's completely absurd as far as the temperature. Did you?
A lot of shrinkage goes down on those.
Yeah.
Tubs.
Well, you got to factor that in. George Costanza would confirm.
And you got to make sure if you're going to have kids again, sure you could do some damage in there. A little too cold.
Is that a thing? I didn't know that's something that can happen. But okay, noted.
That's why they're going back to protect themselves, and they're hibernating, if you will.
Did you have any resolutions you want to share with people, Kirkwood, or it's just the calendar changes and that's that?
Yeah, I'm going to join the gym tomorrow. Never go. And then I'm going to cut out sugar as best as I can. I'm already trying that. I've done it's mostly with drinks. I've stopped the any juices for the most part, and I still drink some fresh squeezed orange juice, but that is sugar. I do the Coke Zeros now.
Okay.
Water as much as you can, but so that's my main one. That's it.
Share with us in chat what your New Year's resolutions are. Producer Steve says he's got to drop 50 pounds. I didn't know if he has 50 pounds to drop, but
yeah, he doesn't look like
But good luck with that, Steve. Okay, let's anything we want to say as far as the big picture. I did kind of mention it. FanDuel it includes Houston and Brooklyn. We're gonna go game by game. We'll circle back and do like a shortened version of position by position as well. Once we're done with that, ideally we'll be in and out of here by. What's up?
We're going game by game?
Yeah.
Specifically said position by position, didn't you?
No, you didn't read the conversation. We said game by game. You didn't catch that part?
I thought you said position by position.
No. Game by game to start. Yeah, maybe circle back at 4:55 to touch on any players you may need in the first game on FanDuel. And then we'll do like a modified position by position where we combine FanDuel and DK.
I love how we make like a W right now. It's like Chop and I are up high and Dean's in the middle, down low.
I don't know why that is. Yeah, well, that's fine. You guys coordinated. I did not get the memo on wearing black, but that's fine.
This is blue, actually.
Oh,
maybe blue.
I guess it's just my eyes, I suppose. Yeah. So nothing as far as injuries, right? It's the association, never really know, but nobody's really questionable. Nobody's questionable. The last thing you got there was Şengün. Şengün's officially in. So everything else has been determined. Utah is really thin, as is Brooklyn. We'll talk about Brooklyn in a second. They're down to 10. So 10 for Brooklyn, 9 for the Jazz, unless something changes for Utah.
I guess D'Angelo Russell, is he still?
He's not even in the rotation barely. He doesn't matter, right?
He can be.
Embiid
is probable, so that's still his probable is probably a little worse than most probables.
That's true. Coming off the game where he's played the most minutes all season long in overtime.
38,
yeah.
We got a bargain today. If he plays, if he plays. Yeah.
I don't know if that was smart. I mean, I guess you just can't stop him. Sometimes they do it with other players, other teams, but I feel like he's played 30 minutes in his last 6 games. So maybe he's just feeling better, but long term, I'm not rooting against it or for it. I'm not rooting for it. He's probably going to break down again. At some point.
Well, so, my theory was Phillip Rivers was going to look horrendous second game, and he somehow looked decent. It's crazy. Like when you think after his first game back off the couch, like you get into that next game, he was going to be sore. Like
he said he missed getting hit. Like he kind of liked it, which is weird. But the football players, man, they're like a different breed. He retired again, but I don't know if you caught that. He's officially retired. He's not playing Week 18.
But he got health insurance for the fam now, going forward. Something I read. But
Rockets take on the Nets. This is the lowest total on the board by far. 216.5 is the total. Rockets are 12-point favorites here in Brooklyn. Again, this is FanDuel only. Yamar Yogan, is out for Brooklyn, as is Haywood Highsmith. Michael Porter Jr., which is the big deal here for the Nets. He's not playing basketball tonight. We're expecting Cam Thomas to start, but we're also pumping in a bit of a minutes limit. I think we have like a 24 or 25. We've not seen him go full throttle. 23 is last that we have here. But with Yeoman out, there's some other pieces that could be theoretically usable. We're expecting Craig Powell to start. Danny Wolf could be kind of interesting off the bench. Wolfman. No Steven Adams. No Clint Commander. Clint Capella is he's out. He's ill with the fish. Tari Eason is good to go. He might have ate with Clint Capella, but he's feeling good enough to give it a go. And when you mentioned before, Şengün is good to go as well. Chop, your Rockets. How do you feel about your Rockets against the Nets?
Yeah. I mean, the Nets are playing tough. If you're asking me, is this going to be an easy W? Heck no, man. The Nets are playing tough. They're playing some ball, Dean. They're playing defense. I don't know if you know the defensive ratings for the last 2 weeks. They're up near the top. They're doing. But anytime you get a little game here where you got some guys missing, and our boy Danny Wolf is starting, that's all you had to say.
Is he a
that's all you had to say.
You're sending the Wolf.
Sitting in the Wolf. That's all you had to say, brother. Yeah, you got to, man. 4K on. We're talking strictly FanDuel now because this game isn't on DK. 4K, man. 4K on FanDuel is rock bottom. So you're getting a rock bottom for a guy who can do a lot of different things on the court, like the versatility. The Rockets are, the defensive ratings will tell you they're okay on defense. I think they've definitely got some holes in the defense, and Wolf could rack up some stats here. Don't mind that. Cam Thomas is always a guy that he get hot from the outside, and when he does, he wins GPPs. When he doesn't, you're probably sunk anyway, so who cares, Claxton, I think, in the middle is interesting. Claxton and Cloney, they're kind of, similar kind of builds on them, but both of them man the middle for Brooklyn. I think you're down a couple of defenders there for Houston in the middle, Steven Adams, and you're going to see a lot of Şengün tonight if he's able to hold up, and he's not a particularly good defender, so it's part of the reason why they use a lot of zone, because they want to hide some of these guys like Şengün. So, Clowney or Claxton to be in good shape. On the flip side, if I knew Tari Eason was 100%, he'd be a lock button at 5,100 with the guys missing for Houston, because he's going to get a lot of time if he's 100%. Is he 100%? I don't know. But somebody's going to get an uptick in minutes. Doesn't mean, you can start, you can play. Doesn't mean you're feeling great, Doesn't mean you're 100%, you know what I mean? If you're hurt, you're hurt. You can start and you can man the minutes and you can do all that kind of stuff, but doesn't mean you're at your fullest, at your best capabilities. But if he is, he's a good play because he's going to get a lot of minutes. If he's not, or even if he is, Jabari might get some run at the 5 here, man, or the 4 and Durant at the 5. Jabari might get some minutes in the paint here, so that would be good for his game. Then the rest of the guys are just typical. Şengün's always good for a slate breaker every once in a while. Amin every once in a while. Durant's been better this year, fantasy-wise, than I thought he would be, so he's in play too. But, I think there's some pieces here on FanDuel you definitely want to get to.
You mentioned the defense for Brooklyn. Last 10 games. You said last 2 weeks. Last 10 games. Best defensive rating in basketball. This is the lowest total on the board, but I think the Eason's one of the best point per dollar plays on the slate. We're giving him 29 minutes, and 29 minutes at his price feels pretty good to me. I know it's the first game right out the gate there in FanDuel, but I do think he's a really, really good play. Wolf, we're now giving 28 minutes, so he's projecting pretty well. 28 minutes starting for Brooklyn. Kirkwood, any priorities? You're making.
I have some overview thoughts for sure. So we're talking about this Brooklyn defense that's been so good, and yes, it has been so good. But has it been so good with Powell and Wolf down there starting with this point. Is not the same. This is not the same team, and so I do like some. Claxton is the one guy I would play on the Brooklyn side that I like. I think this could definitely be a Şengün slate breaker, and also Tari Eason. It's an illness that it was keeping him out of. Was going to keep him out of today, and he's fine. So I'm assuming he's good to go. And if you get 28 plus minutes or 27 plus minutes out of Tari Eason in this with this Nets version, I think that he's a phenomenal play.
Yep. The big spends are tough, right? Ahmed and Durant are hard to get to for me. Just like as far as like you're making 1 or 2 lineups on FanDuel, like it's hard to get him in there, but also you can get him pretty low owned as well. But yeah, anything else we should say as far as this game? Again, it tips off in 12 minutes, tips off. It locks in 12 minutes on FanDuel. We just wanted to make sure to get the analysis on for Houston and Brooklyn that is not in the DK slate. But Kirk, anything else as far as Houston and Brooklyn?
And I Danny Wolf I could play. So I would say Claxton is my favorite. Danny Wolf is okay. I could consider Clowney, but that's it. Cam Thomas is still on this like minutes restriction.
Not starting.
Yeah, not starting. So like he's gonna get like what he hasn't even played many minutes. He's been 20 or 19. There's been the top minutes for him, so I can't go there. And then other side, I just think I love Tari Eason. He's the best play. And then from there it would be Şengün with the potential, like Chop said, to be a slate breaker.
Thomas has played 19 and 18 minutes since coming back. Now when he's in the game, he's firing away. 41% usage his first game back, 33% usage the second game. So, when he's out there, he's going to be firing away for sure. It's just we're giving him 22 minutes. It's hard to assume it's going to get a leap. I think 22 is a pretty fair number. Second game, first game of the DK slate. It's Miami. My Miami Heat are Detroit 237.5. That is the total. The Heat are 5-point dogs tonight in Detroit's. Bam Adebayo is good to go as far as his back. Fontecchio officially available as well. That's a revenge game, right? I don't know if they give him a chance to do much, but yeah, he's very vengeful. Still no Tyler Hero for Miami, no Pelle Larson for Miami. We're expecting Mitchell, Powell, Wiggins, Bam, and Ware to start for the Heat. Ware is officially on the injury report, but he's good to go, available with his quad contusion. Important for Detroit is, Karis LeVert is out. That's not important, but Tobias Harris is out with his hip. We're expecting Beef Stewart to start here for Detroit. Cunningham, Duncan Robinson, Assar, Beef Stew, Jalen Duren. I think he's a little bit too cheap, Beef Stew. If you look at his last game, that was a combination of blowouts. I think it was a blowout, but for sure it was foul trouble. If you're looking at the minutes, he started the second half for Harris, who got hurt that game. We presume he's going to be the guy that jumps in there and starts this game, and he just seems a little bit underpriced, giving him a few extra minutes. Kirkwood, Heat, Pistons, what do you got?
Well, you got to like this game environment a little bit because of how fast the Heat play. So that's one. Speaking of slate breakers, obviously, Cade could go nuke at this pace in this type of high-paced game. So love that. I don't really know what to do on the Miami side, but I will if you guys are talking revenge. You guys missed the most vengeful guy of the bunch, I think.
Fontecchio?
Duncan Robinson.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
So that's and he's starting. So that's a little interesting.
The Heat gave him a chance. Was he even drafted? Was he even a drafted
No,
player?
he wasn't drafted. He wasn't drafted. Actually,
he's.
I watched him play like in a summer league little outside court in my neighborhood. It was funny that played tournaments for cash, and they brought him in. Everyone was like, he's going to Michigan. Anyway, so I always followed him. But yeah, the Heat gave him a chance. But he's a baller. He was a baller back then, and he's a guy who can get absolutely hot. So I like him tonight.
They taught him Heat culture. They got him a big contract for another team. He should be thankful to the Miami Heat organization.
Yeah, you don't have to be vengeful. You just have to be like engaged. Like this is a game where he's going to be trying to play his best. He's going to be trying to play his best. He's going to be talking to his old former teammates. He's going to, you know what I mean? So they're starting him. So I like it.
Chop, Miami, Detroit, what do you got?
Well, this is the first time I've learned Duncan Robinson was on Detroit now. This is crazy. I thought he was still on the Heat. This is absurd, man.
Shout out to Paul Millsap.
So, Cade Cunningham and Asir Thompson, perfectly fine on both sites. I think they withstand any, site discrepancy. They're fine. But Isaiah Stewart is a FanDuel only play for me, as opposed to where his price is a lot lot heavier on DraftKings.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I don't think there's any other guys in this game that, I mean, I like Miami playing up in pace, but they're about to face Detroit, who's a pretty good young team and can I mean, somebody will do well for them. I just can't pin it down. Maybe it's your boy Khalil Ware, who has his big game. He has his big games there. He's pretty expensive though.
I'm not really on him tonight. I'm not going to besmirch, and you can always
price tag is up there. Maybe it's Bam. Bam's got a pretty reasonable price tag on both sides. Somebody from Miami will come through. It's hard to pin it between 3 or 4 guys, and so. But the Detroit side looks good. Cade and Nasir are like really good on either side, and Stewart on FanDuel is I don't want to call him a must play, but it's a really cheap salary over there.
Yeah, I don't really love the spot for either player, Bam or Durham, but the price is pretty good for both. So I think they're both certainly playable for that reason. Jovic is mentioning there in chats as a kind of a fringe player here for Nikola Jovic. Is that something Jovic we're considering? He's 4.6 on FanDuel. Chop, is he somebody that's in your pool for you for Miami? Speaking of like fringe players,
man, yeah, he's in the pool. That's not saying a whole lot though. The guys who are scrapped from the pool are low projected, or I just don't see any upside for him or anything like that. Like he's proven the projection's not great, but he's proven that like he has upside, man. When he gets it rolling, he has upside. So just from that alone, he remains in the player pool. But I mean, I'm not prioritizing him by any stretch of the imagination.
Again, FanDuel locks in 6 minutes. I mean, if you have any like specific questions, we can kind of work them in here for the next 6 minutes. But I'm assuming that if you like, just play Tari Eason, just plug him in and kind of figure out the rest. We're obviously not going to finish the entire slate in the next 6 minutes, but your lineup's not going to be not going to be near full on FanDuel. With just the Houston-Brooklyn game. I will take a peek at the Discord channel, RotoGrinders.com/Discord, the live stream chat channel.
Dean,
what's up?
Infinite says, is Wolf a good cash game option on FanDuel? I would say, believe it or not, yes, because the price tag is so low. I would say yes, you can use him in cash on FanDuel if you're trying to make that decision in the last 5 minutes here.
I'm running some optimals right now on FanDuel, and I think he does land in the majority of them. Let's see. Yeah, he's landing in the majority of them. He's landing in the first one that I have, the second. He's hitting about 80%, and my cap is 80%. So he looks like a pretty good FanDuel cash play. Beef Stew, by the way, is second most popular. Tari Eason, third most popular. So if you're playing FanDuel cash, I think you can plug in Wolf and Eason. You don't need anything else in that game for cash. I mean, I see Powell hit some stuff, but that feels a little bit more fragile. But again, they are down to 10. He is starting, and he is super cheap. So you could do that if you want, but I don't know if that's full on necessary. Chop, best stud in the slate is a Cade. I know raw point projection is on DK. We have Kawhi just ahead of him. It's kind of neck and neck. Who's your favorite stud on the slate? As far as who's going to score the most fantasy points? How about that?
On which site?
On DK, if we're including Kawhi.
DK Kawhi. Oh man, that's a tough one. Kawhi's been scorching hot, but I like the matchup for Cade Cunningham so much, so I'm going to say Cade.
Let's move along to the third game. Philadelphia and Dallas. This is the only semblance of a national TV game. This is NBA TV, which is, I guess that's national TV. So Sixers are taking on the Mavs. We mentioned earlier Joel Embiid. It's an island game, by the way. I should mention 2 teams are on the front end. Brooklyn on the front end and Sacramento on the front end. Nobody else in the back end as far as back-to-backs. Philadelphia in Dallas, 230.5 is a total. This might be the last time you ever see this matchup. 2 of the most fragile centers in the league, Anthony Davis and Joel Embiid. What are the odds these teams play against each other and not one of them is injured? But yeah, Embiid is expected to go, coming off a game where he played 38 minutes, where he fully smashed. Oubre is still out. As far as Dallas, we did mention that D'Angelo Russell is questionable. I don't think that matters a ton. Derek Lively is out, and Musa Cisse is doubtful, but I don't think that matters either. Kirkwood. We touched on Embiid earlier. How do we feel about Embiid as a big spend? I think he's really interesting.
I think Embiid is the number 1 spend personally.
There you go.
You're getting Embiid for $8,500. Then you're getting potentially 38-minute Embiid. You're getting full Embiid. So, yeah, I mean, he just went up for 64 DK points, 38 or 36% usage. And you're going against the team that allows the most points in the paint. So, or 28th, or wait,
A lot of rebounds.
Yeah. Yeah, the most points in the paint, 28th in opponent rebounds. They give up a ton of offensive rebounds too as well. Sure, Embiid's a little lazy, but I would like them to play slower than they are right now. The Mavs are starting to play fast, but I think this is a home run. If we're getting normal Embiid here for 8,500.
Yeah, he's averaging 1.41 fantasy points a minute this season, but on DK and FanDuel, like it's been like not the perfect season for him. He's been injured a ton. He's played 30 plus minutes in his last 6 games. Again, I don't think this is great for his long-term plan, but it's his DFS. We care about today and today only. And today, I think he projects really, really well. Chop, Philadelphia and Dallas. Are you also in on Embiid? Otherwise, in this game, Anthony Davis is getting some love in the projections. He's possibly a little bit too low. Flag on DK seems like a pretty good price at 7.4. He seems overpriced on FanDuel where he's like 8.9. That seems a little bit too expensive for my blood. How do you have Philadelphia and Dallas, Chopper?
Yeah, Embiid's a really good play. He's he's going to even come close to his last game with the minutes and stuff, which have already been on the incline. Yeah, he's awesome play because he's got, as long as he's healthy, he's still got the ability to be a really good fantasy guy. As for the rest of the game, Anthony Davis, I think is okay. He's drawing 35+% maybe tonight. It's maybe a bit much for my taste, but yeah, Davis is fine. Flag is good on DraftKings. I don't hate Brandon Williams at 4,400 on DraftKings. On the other side over there, Philly, I said Embiid, Paul George, decent. VJ Edgecombe, a little bit too pricey with everybody semi-healthy here for Philly. And yeah, that's about where I see this game.
We are giving D'Angelo Russell 1 minute, by the way, and you mentioned the point guard stuff. It's kind of fluctuated. Well,
Can he get there? Can he get there in that 1 minute?
I don't think he's going to get – I mean,
No.
You remember the old MTV Rock and Jock, like the 50-point bucket? Maybe if that was available in this game.
Cam Thomas can get there.
He'll get as many shots up as possible. By the way, MTV is like gone? It's shutting down? I think it's –
What?
Have you seen this? Like it's getting phased out.
No way.
Either it happened or it's going to happen. Maybe that was just in Europe.
No more Real World?
Yeah, Real World's been keeping – or no, not Real World, but the Jersey Shore has been keeping it afloat, I thought.
But they'll probably keep it on like Paramount Plus or whatever because they're all under the same umbrella. But I think the actual network's like going to go away.
I mean, people don't know how electric
Oh no,
MTV was when we were young. When Madonna was doing some crazy stuff, you were a little boy. It was there's a lot of feelings involved.
Well, not even you don't have to go that far back. Just go to like TRL. Like TRL was a huge deal. Carson Daly, the Total Recall Live, like the top 10 videos, that was a huge deal back in the day. But I assume that's no longer a thing. I've not watched MTV, and I could not tell you how long. And they don't play videos anymore. I don't think, to my knowledge, like ever, basically. Maybe MTV2.
The Weasel, Pauly Shore.
Yes, he was a big deal back in the day. And Chop mentioned it, I think was Chop that mentioned it. Williams seems to, this has kind of bounced back and forth throughout the season, but Williams seems to have separated from them hard. And again, Russell's like third, and he doesn't really matter. Yeah. Most popular plays in this game currently, Davis at 25% on DK, Flag at 15%. I think it's a pretty good price. And as far as Philly, we have Embiid at 28%. Maxey, who's going to be kind of lost in this slate at 15%. Paul George also played a ton of minutes last game too. Old man Paul George. He's not been efficient, but he will get an opportunity. He's expected to play 33 minutes. Anything else here, boys, as far as Philly, Dallas, or shall we move along?
Move on.
No, I'll co-sign with Brandon Williams, and I think he's an interesting pivot off of the chalky. He's a worse play than the Utah stuff, but I think he's an interesting pivot for tournaments.
Okay, MTV will still be there according to the chat. The music-only subsidiary channels are going away. Okay, I knew I saw. Yeah, and I think they played Video Killed the Radio Star. They're going to play that as the final song as kind of a bookend because that was the first. There's your trivia. The first song ever played on MTV was
Kurt Loder.
Well, no, he was
MTV News was the old TMZ. Was the old
Yes.
TMZ. You know?
Well, I mean, they're a little more legitimate, but yeah, Kurt Loder and Tabitha Sorn.
Yeah.
All right. Boston and Sacramento. 229.5 is the total. Another revenge game for you, Kirkwood. I know another sneaky revenge one. Cada getting revenge against Sacramento. As far as who's in and who's out, I don't know how they ended things in Sacramento. Boston is about as healthy as they're going to be. Like, everybody's healthy. Even Chris Boucher is available. It doesn't matter. He'll wear a jersey, but he's probably not going to play. But everybody is healthy that has the ability to potentially play today for the Celtics. Sacramento, Domantas Sabonis still out without knee. Zach LaVine still out with his ankle. Talk about your C's here, Kirkwood. Derek White, 7 blocks the other night. Completely insane. He's leading all guards in blocks by 1.5 blocks per game for Derek White. And that Chop's call was Peyton Pritchard playing in Utah. I'm not sure if you caught that narrative, Kirkwood. But, Celtics versus the Kings. Thoughts?
People are going to say, not sustainable to the blocks or the 5 steals that he had the game before that. But there's a movement going on here in Boston with Jaylen Brown tweeting out, Derek White's the best two-way player in the game. And
Jaylen Brown threw that out, yeah.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown threw that out. And so all the usage on the Celtics. So Jaylen Brown is 3rd in usage in the NBA right now. First, if you do it by qualified players, because it's Luka, it's Giannis, and then it's Jaylen Brown. So I always follow the usage, and I think Jaylen Brown's always a good play, and it's a great matchup in a game that he could absolutely take over. However, I think they're going to let Derek White continue on his little rampage that he's going on, because this is just such a good matchup. I mean, anybody can do anything against the Kings, Sacramento. They also give up a ton of defensive peripherals. So I love Derek White again. Is it chasing? Yes, but I think it's like I think he's going to do it. So I'm convinced he's going to have a big game again against Sacramento. And Peyton Pritchard, I didn't catch that narrative, so I'm off on that. But he was my 3rd favorite anyway. I like White, Brown, Pritchard in this game.
Shout out to Jaylen Brown for being a good teammate, but come on, he's being ridiculous. Derek White's not the best two-way player in the league. Like, it's not, he's a good player. He's not the best two-way player in the league. You're losing your mind if you're saying that. If you genuinely believe, but he's a good teammate, so good for him for putting that out there. Chop, Boston, Sacramento. I feel like I'm gonna have at least one Celtic in every lineup I make. If it's not Pritchard, it's White. If it's not White, it's Brown, and it all depends upon how much salary I have. I think I'll have one of those 3 in every lineup because you got to expect the Celtics to get to this terrible Sacramento team one way or another. How do you feel, Chop?
Yeah, I think Jaylen Brown's fine. I actually think him and Derek White are probably a little bit more appealing on FanDuel, but that slate just locked, so that ain't doing you no help right now. But I feel like
that's those lineups, Chop.
Yeah, you can still alter them if you have roster spots left. If you don't, then better luck next time. But I think Jaylen Brown and Derek White are fine. And by the same token, in that game, if you do have a roster spot and you are looking for an under 6K guy at the forward position, Keegan Murray on FanDuel is much better priced on FanDuel than he is on DraftKings. So you can definitely swing over there and not DraftKings on Keegan Murray. But other than that, that's where we are. Brown and White on one side, and I think Murray just FanDuel only on the other side.
Kirk, when you talked up White, how do you feel about Cada as far as a center today?
I like him. I think he's a top one up there in the top range. He's probably like the 3rd or 4th best center play, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other guys at a similar price point to him. Filipowski. I feel better about Filipowski on DK. Yeah. Beef Stew, you can play him at power forward.
I like him better than Beef Stew.
Okay. Yeah. But on FanDuel, like as Chop said, FanDuel probably better playing for Stewart. We're talking DK here specifically, but okay. Just wanted to get a thought on that. If you had to play a king, are we playing any kings in this game? I don't think we're playing any kings. Chop, you don't play a ton of lineups, so you're probably not playing a king. I don't play a ton of lineups. I don't think I'm playing a king.
Well, I just said Keegan Murray on FanDuel.
Yeah.
But it's only a FanDuel play. And no, on DraftKings, I don't really see I don't see it on I don't see it on DraftKings. I just don't see it. What are they? I mean, like, you got Westbrook. Okay, he's hanging on by a thread, and that's
he's
fine.
Overpriced.
You got the mid-range guy, DeRozan. I don't want to trust a mid-range guy.
Oh, it's a Dennis Schroeder revenge game.
Oh God, I can't do that.
He was so terrible in Boston.
He's just terrible. Period. Now, so
yeah, I mean, he's the perfect king. He really is. Okay, we shall scoot along and talk about the Hammer game. Now that's it. That's it for FanDuel. Load up your questions. If you don't jump in the Discord channel, load them up on YouTube, and I will. If you at me, it's easier for me to find them. I see those questions in there, but just when I kind of scroll back, it just at me in the YouTube, or just get the Discord and ask it there. That's where the questions are prioritized. Again, we're not going up to 7 o'clock or even close to 7 o'clock. That is the DK lock time. We have to kind of appease both slates best we can do with FanDuel and DK not cooperating. We wanted to touch on the start of the FanDuel slate. Get that Discord channel, rotogrinders.com/Discord live stream chat channel. And producer Steve is feeling generous for the New Year's. I didn't see this. Has this been going on the whole time? We're going to do a wheel, 75 likes, and we'll get 2 wheel winners. Well, not for sure. Hit that like button 2 times. We'll spin the wheel. What does that mean? Well, you get that Discord channel. Again, rotogrinders.com Now I'm forgetting the names of my sites. Yeah, rotogrinders.com, the live stream chat channel, /Discord, by the way. And you hit, there's only 20 people have hit that avatar so far. I'm not sure if that was just dropped or not, but I'm just now seeing it. So my bad. I was not on top of it. But we will give away 2 individual weeks of RG Premium, all the sports, all the bells, all the whistles, if we get up to 75.
No, the winner will get 2 weeks.
What?
So if we get 75 likes, there will be 4 weeks going out.
Outrageous. We're feeling generous for the New Year's, just to help us defeat the old algorithm, and we'll you scratch our backs. That's how that works. And the last game, this is very important for DK. It's the Jazz. The Jazz taking on the Clippers. The Clippers, hot team, 2 of the best plays in the slate as far as big spends, James Harden and Kawhi Leonard. You can make a really terrible revenge lineup. John Collins revenge also. We mentioned the Jazz, 9. Count them up. Unless something changes, let's say call somebody up from the G League. 9 Jasmine available tonight. That is because Ace Bailey's got a hip. Deontay George had the fish. Lauri Markkanen has got a fake injury. They gave him a knee. Nurkic, they gave him a left first MTP. I don't know what that is. Left first MTP sprain. So Nurkic cannot play because of that. Niang has not played basketball. I don't think all season long. Kevin Love. They got to rest Kevin Love, right? Then do we need 10 guys? No, we'll go 9. Love's got to rest. It is an island game, but he's got to rest. As far as the Clippers, Bogdanovich is out, and Zubac continues to be out. Chop, this is the game, man. This is the game. The Utah pieces project really, really well. Isaiah Collier projects great. Filipowski projects spectacular. Walter Clayton projects well. They're going to score, 95 points, maybe 100, possibly 105. So you got to play some Jasmine. How do you feel about Utah and the Clippers? It feels like a really easy game stack. I just don't know how close Utah keeps this one.
I'm not sure it matters. Dean. Because on the Clippers, you're really only looking at like 3 guys anyhow. And last game against Sacramento, I don't even know if Kawhi Leonard played very much of the fourth quarter at all. That was like a 40-point game. And it was like 30 points after 3 or something crazy like that. And he still got there. So, they're pretty centric in what they do between Leonard and Harden. That's everything they got right now. And Leonard is on fire. So I'm not even sure a blowout can slow him down. Harden's fine. I prefer Leonard much more for small price discrepancy. Brook Lopez is okay. But, yeah, they're pretty centered right there with the Clippers. I want Leonard. I want Leonard or Harden. Prefer Leonard. You can even throw in some Lopez. Utah, boom. Like, what do you like?
3-point shooters. We love Lopez.
Give me if I'm building multiples, I'm putting don't stop. I'll take max 5 of Utah because they're all so cheap.
Whoa.
Well, yeah, why not? They're all so cheap.
I'm saying 5 in cash for what it's worth. I'm seeing 4 or 5. Yeah,
I put them in GPPs. I mix and match in GPPs. I don't know who's going to get hot tonight out of these guys, but there's going to be a handful of them that are going to.
They just don't have anyone. They have no one to play. Like these guys got to play minutes.
They're all crazy cheap.
They're all going. That's what I just said, Dean. They're all so cheap, man. God dang, Dean, you got.
I hear you.
Yeah, they're all. Look at the price. Filipowski is the most expensive one, and that's only $5,700. Everybody else, I mean, Walter Clayton Jr., love him, love his game. He's a rookie, but he's not one of these freshmen coming in after 1 year of college. He's very, very mature rookie, very good. You know, some people, the optimizers are going to throw in Taylor Hendricks. I prefer Tshiebwe, to be honest with you. If we're being perfectly honest, I'll save $700 more and go to Tshiebwe. I think he can be a.
My concern, Chop, Tshiebwe is how much crossover does Tshiebwe get?
I'll tell you what, I need to see the starting lineup. If he starts, I prefer Tshiebwe. I need to put an asterisk on that one. If he's the one who's named the starter, that's the guy I want.
We're not expecting that for what it's worth.
Okay, well,
we're expecting Hendricks, and I think so.
That's why Hendricks is getting such a much better projection. But I'm just saying, if he gets the start, then I'm going to move to Tshiebwe. But if he doesn't start, then obviously you can temper the expectations. But all these Collier, Sensabaugh, all good. You give me 3 or 4 of these guys in every lineup, just about, and even in GPPs, just whatever you want to shove in there. I think they're all fine because they're so cheap. Running back with a Leonard or a Harden, not both. Lopez is even fine, but I don't even think you need that. Yeah, I think there's a great game to round off and just great team to just stack the heck out of is Utah.
First optimal I have, by the way, it's 5 Jasmine, the two Clippers, and Embiid. Like it's basically it's a game stack with Embiid. Is the first optimal I have. You can figure out who it is and who we're talking about. But I was thinking about not playing Filipowski with Tshiebwe. That's why I pointed that out, because I don't know how much they play together. I think we're giving 2 minutes of overlap. I was reading that, but Tshiebwe just might play straight backup 5. Now, I guess they can play Filipowski at the 4 alongside of him, I suppose. And how much does that stuff even matter when they're getting walloped? And one of these starters has to close no matter what the score is, right? They only have 4 guys on the bench. My guess is it's probably I don't know, Hendricks? Not Svi Mikhailiuk. We're expecting to start. I'm not sure. Jump in here, Kirkwood. Talking about the Jasmine, rank the Jasmine for me.
Isaiah Collier, easy number 1. Filipowski, number 2. Sensabaugh, number 3. And then it's pretty close between Clayton and Hendricks, I would say. And I mean, Svi this is a tough defense against Svi, and he has to get, hot from 3. So I'd probably bet against him at ownership in this spot. So it's Collier, Filipowski, Sensabaugh. I like Clayton and I like Hendricks. And these guys got to play, man. They just have to play. I mean, you want to play slow-mo? I don't think so. But
and does he mop? Like, he's another guy that even if he's coming off the bench, and if it's like, let's say it's a 30-point game, like they probably just give run to one of the young guys, like Sensabaugh or Hendricks, that presumably starts, right? Like they can open and close no matter what's happening. Did you have a similar thought on Tshiebwe? You with Chop? Is he? I don't know. I don't know how many minutes he's going to get.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, he could mop up for sure.
Yeah.
It's just that when he per minute when he's out there, and I don't have the numbers, Dean, to back this up. So this is just eyesight test. But he seems so much more fantasy relevant and productive than Hendricks right now when he's out there. So. Just my opinion. GPP, man, what the heck? Take a swing for the fences.
Yeah. On the season, let's see. Where do we have Tshiebwe on the season? I'm trying to pull up. Is he? Hold on a second. I'm pulling up Court IQ right now, so I'm trying to get his stats, and I don't know why I can't find him for some reason.
I'm showing a 0.0, but I don't know if that's a mistake.
The Blutarski? That doesn't seem correct.
And he's hammed. He hasn't played this season, right?
No, he's played this year.
I think he's only played like 1 game this year.
One game. Oh, you know what? He's played one game, 6 minutes, and he put up no
7 minutes.
That's
7 minutes.
He did put that one game where he was actually in my lineups.
I'm showing 2 points. 2 points, 4 rebounds. 7 minutes.
So I could pull up his stats from last year, and I didn't look at his G League stuff, but he's a good energy guy, right? Good inside board, board man, put back guy. He averaged 1.2 fantasy points minutes for Utah last season in 200 minutes, which was the biggest number amongst everybody that played for Utah last season.
Ooh. Eyes don't lie, Dean. Eyes don't lie.
Well, yeah, I mean, higher than Kessler, higher than Markkinen, 1.2 on FanDuel. Again, load up your questions there.
If this is a huge blowout, he'll probably ham the fourth quarter.
Yes. Yeah, I would imagine so. He's been in the G League. I just wanted to confirm he's got to be up, right? Yeah. They usually have him on the injury report in G League. Okay, yeah. So he's officially with the team. Just wanted to confirm. Just want to make sure. Kirkwood, your main lineup. Are you getting the 5 Jasmine? Are you capping it at 4?
I'm kind of fine with playing 5, but 4 I feel a little better about. But it doesn't. These guys are so cheap, and they're going to have to play. And so
have we said how cheap they are? I feel like we have not stressed that enough.
But it's true. It's you got a game with a 230 point total. Yes, they're big underdogs. And what's their highest? 5,700 is the highest salary on any of these guys who are going to play. I mean, this is DFS. This is what we do. We jam these guys. Yeah.
And again, if it's a 40-point game, like let's say it's not likely, but still they have to play it out. They don't just call the game. And there's no slaughter rule, right? There's still going to be 5 guys out there that'll last so many minutes.
And they want these young kids to keep playing. Like they're going to want to see slow-mo, you think?
I wouldn't think so. That's the point. It's like slow-mo probably comes off the bench and probably doesn't close and is shellacking.
Yeah.
Just like Svi. It's a numbers game. You kind of work backwards. 5 of these 9 have to close no matter what the situation is. So, yeah, I feel pretty good about Collier. Really good about Collier. Like you mentioned Kirkwood. Did you give me your favorite play amongst Harden and Leonard?
Leonard. So he's just he's in a zone right now. Until that stops, like he's going for something. He's doing something. He's going crazy.
Hit that like button. Where are we at as far as the like button, Steve? Are we going to spin the wheel or not?
How many steals? How many steals is Kawhi going to get tonight? Is the question.
The claw. Over under 2.5.
Let's bet that. Let's.
I made that up. That's not the official line. I didn't take a peek. 69 likes. So 6 more likes, and we'll spin the wheel twice. We'll give away 2 individual weeks of RG Premium. 2 individual 2 weeks. So 4 in total. And if you didn't hit the button already, hit that avatar. We're not waiting to the bell because we're only here for the next 10 minutes or so. We're going to step aside and get out of here. Going to answer some of your questions. So if you haven't, last call. If you have not hit the, and I'm presuming we're going to get the 6 likes to get us home and give away some RG Premium, but make Steve's life easier. Last call on the avatar, rotogrinders.com/Discord, live stream chat channel. Speaking of, let's answer some questions here in the chat. Chop, Coleman wants to know, large field DK tournaments, Barlow or Jovic? We're scraping the barrel. Barlow or Jovic? Look, I'm just asking the questions. What's written?
Barlow.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah, look him up. Oh no, he stinks. Give me Jovic.
All right.
Shit.
R.I.P. man.
I just wanted to honor him again.
Yeah. Golf Nut question for Kirkwood. Oh, this is Mr. Richard. I didn't know Golf Nut was Mr. Richard. How many Utah players are too many in DK single entry? We've already kind of answered. 4 to 5, I guess.
I say minimum 3. 4 is probably best. 5 is still okay as if it shakes out.
Let's see. New generation chop, DK tournaments. Williams, straight up. Williams or Simons? Who do you prefer amongst those 2?
What Williams?
I assume that's Brandon Williams.
Oh,
didn't specify, but I would imagine it's Brandon and not Kobe.
Yeah. Give me Brandon for sure.
Let's see. Allen's Club. This is for Kirkwood. Grimes and Embiid and DK single entry or favorite guard 5,500 or less. I got to be honest, I did not consider Grimy. Do we have a favorite guard, 55 and 100? It doesn't mean you can't play him. But that's a revenge game too, right? Didn't Grimes play for Dallas? Am I making that up? Didn't he go nuts last year for Dallas?
This is DK?
Yeah.
Well, Collier for sure.
He played for Dallas, and then they, for some reason, they like gave him away for what's that brother? Caleb Martin, I think it was, that one of those Martin brothers.
Is that one of the twins?
Gave Grimes away for practically nothing last year.
Do you remember he was like 8 or 9K at the end of the season?
Grimes was good.
He was outrageous.
Grimes had his moments, man. He's a good guy. I mean, I'd rather have Grimes than one of the Martin brothers, but it's Nico, man. Nico buried that team.
Yeah, he was he did some damage for sure. So yeah, Collier, even though he's 4'5" and not 5'5", you still think he's better. Yeah, for sure. New generation. Do we ask Hendricks or Jovic? Was that? I think that's another person entering the conversation. Yeah, Chop. How about Hendricks? Does that change things? Hendricks or Jovic? I think
it does. It does. I'll go Hendricks over Jovic because of the circumstance. Now, would it surprise me, Dean, to see Hendricks go out there and drop like 12 fantasy points tonight in 25 minutes? No, it wouldn't surprise me at all. He hadn't flashed a whole lot of upside yet, but just for the fact that he should be on the court a lot tonight. And he has something to he has something there, man, that is not tapped into yet. I'll give it to Hendricks tonight, but
me too.
It's close.
It also wouldn't shock me if Jovic dropped 12 points either. That wouldn't shock me. Both of those players can be kind of fragile. I believe that is it for the questions. Allen's Club already has Collier, by the way. So I don't know if you can help him out here, Chop.
5,500?
Yeah, a favorite guard on DK. We might need to rebuild. I'm not
sure. Sensible?
What's the
probably has
number?
Him already. Probably has him too.
Not sure.
5,500?
5,500 or less?
Yes.
Yeah.
On DK?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a Collier or Sensible.
We got the wheel up. Let's go ahead and give away some premium and start loading up some more questions. Again, we're not going to stick around all the way up the lock, maybe the next 5 minutes or so. We want to give away some premium. Let's fire up some music and give away 2 weeks of RG Premium to contestant number 1. Is that Boston guy or Basson guy? Shout out to Basson guy or Boston guy? Bill P. Shout out to Bill P. And Boston guy or Basson guy. Producer Steve's going to slide into your Discord channel. He's going to hit you up. He'll juice you up, get your RG account, and you got 2 individual weeks of RG Premium. Maybe we'll do this more going forward. Just keep hitting that like button and subscribing.
He's going to slide into those DMs.
Yes.
Producer Steve is going to slide into those DMs and give up that booty.
Well, that's not.
No, that's
what?
That's when you give up a treasure. A booty is a bounty. A booty.
I understand what a treasure. Yeah, but
he's giving up the. Dean, you got a dirty mind if you took it anywhere else, man.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily. I think RG Premium is spectacular. I use it all the time. I wouldn't call it a booty, but I hear what you're saying.
Whatever, man. To each their own, brother.
Kirkwood, Rob G's got a question for you. A DK single entry for tournaments. Pritchard, your guy Pritchard, or Paul George?
Let's go Pritch.
Did I miss any other questions in here? Oh yeah, here we go. Chop, Falcons fan, DK tournaments, Lopez or Cada? Revenge. Cada.
Oh man, that's a good one. That's a good one, Dean. Oh man, I'm gonna go. I know Kirky likes his Boston guy, but just because of this competition tonight, I'm gonna go Lopez. I think he could really crush the interior on Utah if he so chooses.
I think he can hit like 7 threes. Like that's
if he so chooses.
Yeah. Well, also it gives you a run back in a game where I presume you probably have at least 3 players in the Jazz. So I agree with you. I would take Lopez as well. I am scrolling up to see if other questions here popping up in the YouTube. Ruthless Villain wants to know if he liked Taylor Hendricks, Kirkwood. I mean,
He's
like
my least favorite. He's like he's like the number 4, right?
Yeah, he's not in the top 3. Steven Chop is asking, which Utah player are you fading tonight in DK tournaments? If you're fading somebody, and I guess we're fading Slow-Mo and
I mean, yeah.
Cody Williams, probably.
Cody Williams, slow-mo, and probably like Kirky says, Shvi. I probably don't want any Shvi in my lineup, but everybody else is open game, man.
That's the way I would have it as well. I have the other 6 guys in front of those 3. How do you like B Williams on FanDuel? He doesn't project as well. Yeah, Kirkwood Williams on FanDuel. Does he kind of fall out of favor for you?
Worst play. But the thing about he's a good play on DK because he's a good pivot off of all these high-owned Utah guys. He's a little too expensive on FanDuel, I think, but I think he's okay.
Oh, we got to give the people plums. Yeah, or at least one plum. Who's your plum?
I got a one nut Colin plum for you.
Well, Gillespie's not in the slate, so what are you going to give me?
I'm going to give you Duncan Robinson revenge tonight. 4,300. Let's go.
Like you say that, and I respect you for saying that, but you're not playing Duncan Robinson.
Yes, I am.
He's in your lineup tonight?
Yes.
Okay. In your main lineup?
Yes.
All right. Chop, see Duncan Robinson and then raise him. What do you got? Who's your plum play tonight?
Plum play tonight. I don't know the ownership, and probably big. Everybody's going to be big ownership on Utah, Dean. Like I get everybody's going to be big ownership, but I think the $3,500 I think you get a sleigh breaker here from Walter Clayton Jr.
He's definitely a closer if things get ugly, for sure.
Dude, he did a nasty dunk against the Celtics. Yeah. I couldn't believe it.
He just needs a tad bit more usage, which I think he gets tonight. All the other parts of his game are really good. He just get a little bit more usage tonight, which could happen with some of the guys hurt.
2014 Rockets, by the way. Also, Amen Thompson 6-2, Şengün 10-1, KD 2-1-5, Tari Eason 2 quick ones, 2 fouls. 2 points and 3 boards and 2 fouls, as is Smith, 2 fouls and nothing. 2 fouls and nothing for Smith as well. For
typical New Year's Day hangover game. Unreal, Dean. Should have seen it coming.
Tari Eason's all right, though. He's got three rebounds and a steal.
Those guys were probably at the Big Apple last night watching the apple drop for New Year's.
Don't care about that.
They were in a club.
What? They don't care about that.
I mean,
are you kidding me? You're in Brooklyn. You're like there. You're gonna do it. You're a mid-20s-year-old multimillionaire. You're going. You're partying on New Year's Eve.
About the ball dropping.
You're partying on New Year's.
They were dropping balls, but it wasn't a ball drop. Is what probably was what.
And like as a civilian, it seems like a terrible experience where I think they lock you in and you can't go to the bathroom.
Did you guys watch? Who did you watch? Did you guys watch it last night?
No, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. I know there was a Anderson.
Cooper. Yeah.
Ryan Seacrest did his thing. Does Carson Daly have one too? I didn't watch any of them. I don't. Yeah. I don't know. Did I miss anything?
What'd you do? Did you go out? Did you fall asleep? Did you watching sports?
Yeah, I went out and then I hung out with some people online that are in the West Coast, but.
Hung out with some people online.
Well, it's
you were both online, or you met them online?
No, I'm aware we've met in real life too, like friends that I know. It wasn't just random. It wasn't like a service I had to pay or anything. I only gave you like a half part of the story, but because the rest of it's kind of I don't want to say embarrassing, but it's very nerdy. Yeah. Anything else?
Y'all fired up a little online Dungeons and Dragons?
No, I've never done that. I've never been
World of Warcraft. It would be, or it could be.
I've never done that either. No.
You could be talking about OnlyFans.
No, is that nerdy? But no, that's I don't know what they were doing over there, to be honest. I have a group of friends that we like do there's like a trivia group we have online, and we did some of that and they was, I was up to like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning for me, but there was more reasonable time because the West Coast is a different time. It's not worth getting in the time zones, but I watched Landman. Somebody said they watched Landman. Yeah, Landman's. That is a trip.
I need a good movie to watch right now.
Oh, the Ballad of Wallace Island. It's like the best movie of the year that nobody's seen, that nobody talks about.
Where is it? What's it on?
I don't know. It was on Netflix or something. It's bouncing around. It's a small movie. It's a small movie, but it's a beautiful movie.
What's that? There's some Leonardo one that I missed that it's on.
One Battle After Another.
That's a good one. You haven't seen that one. That's the one you want.
Which is it? What's it?
One Battle After Another.
Yeah, I haven't watched that.
Paul Thomas Anderson. Not my favorite Paul Thomas Anderson movie, but like they all, none of them missed. They're all good. It's weird because it's going to win all the awards, and it's like his 6th best movie. If you're going to power rank him, maybe 4th, maybe 5th, but not his best in my opinion. There'll Be Blood. Is that his best? No. Boogie Nights is his best movie. Are there other questions here popping up in chat? Chop, you got to be on Landman, right? That seems like it's right up your alley.
I'm caught up. It's a good show. I find it entertaining. It's
completely absurd, but that's part of the fun, I suppose. Have you seen Weapons, Kirkwood?
How do you know it's
what
absurd?
movie?
Maybe
I haven't seen it. I can
might be real wagon. Weapons is a little bit overrated, but Landman, you don't know what it's like out there in West Texas. That's like true stuff out there, man.
Well, sure, I understand that like it's a whole other world, but the wife character, the Ali Larter character, is just bonkers. Like there's nobody like that extreme in real life. Amazing character, but is that something you ventured in, Chop? Do you know about that West Texas life?
No, I haven't been out to West Texas very much. It's a peculiar place out. That's Texas Tech, Lubbock, and all that kind of. That's where they get all the oil from. That's how Texas Tech has all their money right now.
Yeah,
for NIL, is because 2 guys have an oil company. They sold it for like $5 billion, and now they're just completely trying to buy a championship with Texas Tech. Which, by the way, they got shut out today. Good for them. Props, because their fan base is as scummy as it gets. But that's another story.
I'm gonna watch Weapons.
Yeah, Weapons. Watch Weapons.
It was really hyped up. I don't know if it was as good as the hype, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. Circle back and let us know how you feel about Weapons. F1's really good too. That's a lot of fun on Apple. I would recommend. It's very cliche. It hits every sports.
Brad Pitt.
But it still works. It's still a lot of fun. It's like Top Gun for racing.
No, Brad Pitt's the 3rd best actor in F1.
Who's 1 and 2? Like
Bardem from Old Country, No Country for Old Men is definitely number 2. Number 1 is the guy from Snowfall. It's got the guy Franklin. It's got Franklin Saint from Snowfall.
Oh, it's got Franklin Saint. Nice.
Yeah, he's the lead.
What about Paperboy? Anything with Paperboy?
Paperboy. No, he's not. He's not in this one. But Franklin Saint's the lead driver in F1. He's really good. He steals everything he's in. He's really good.
If you have a nice little setup there, TV setup, it's probably better for IMAX. Obviously, this is a movie made for IMAX, but you'll like F1. It's a crowd pleaser.
I'm not leaving the house, Dean. I mean, that's
it's not in the theaters anyway. But yeah, watch F1. You'll like that one the most likely.
I'm gonna watch Weapons. I already decided.
Okay, you would like F1 more, pretty sure, but you should like Weapons as well. Okay, we got to make lineups, and you guys got to make lineups. I don't see any more questions in chat relevant to the slate. We're just kind of chilling here at this point, but I guess we're gonna step aside and get out of here. Do you guys see any other questions? I don't see any other questions. Hopefully you guys win something. Happy New Year. Chop, anything for the road with the people? Winners tonight? College football winners tonight? Georgia?
Oh, I mean, Georgia really should win this game by a touchdown at least. They should.
Well, what's the line?
It's a little bit less than a touchdown.
6.5.
All right.
Well, I mean, you never know. They played each other already. It's a conference battle, but at some point, coaching changes and all that got to catch up to you for Ole Miss. So I think Georgia's probably in the catbird seat in this one. But yeah, next round will be, I think, a little bit more competitive than what we saw this weekend.
Kirkwood, anything for the road?
Happy New Year.
That was Kid Yahoo, Kirk Dees, Kirkwood. That was also Chop, 2-time millionaire winner. I was Dean. Go win something tonight. We're out of here. Holler.